Hey guys, welcome back again to Tales of Arise. When we last left off, we basically discovered a whole lot more truth, not only to Lenegis, but everything has been going on. It seems the crown contest was something more than just a mere way of promoting any lord to be a sovereign, but instead, it was for a deeper, darker plan. Not only that, it even talks about many things about even Alphen being not only one of the sovereigns, but just the maximum of two actual successful sovereigns of all that has been tested upon. The other one is obviously Voldrin. Seems that everything else has been, being a mystery, and some of it has been, answered through these terminals in the research lab. But there's still other mysteries, and most likely they will be answered upon this episode. And that's what we're gonna be exactly doing. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Obviously, do indeed leave a like and subscribe if you are enjoying my content. And yeah, let's get right into the episode. So yeah, as you can see, I changed up my attires, so now everybody looks, different. They'll all go through a certain, type of clothing. I am a fan of Kisara's here, but I definitely like everybody else. Yeah, I think it was time to give a change of clothing, because after all, that's what we normally are doing each episode. So yeah. So learning all that, let's see if we can find anything else around here. It seems to be a terminal here. Life bottles, let's go. A room unchanged over 3 centuries. It's like time itself has stopped here. Pretty sure that's what Alphen is thinking. You see lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegis proper. Okay. I guess it's time to head up. Another memory. Oh!
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Alphen. Farewell.
Naori...
So that would happen to Alphen.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
That's why for 300.
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
Wow. So he had a 10% chance of survival? And he made it?
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Okay, so we have now a full picture of what happened. Okay. But there's one mission I'm still maintaining. It's like, I'm going to suggest it has never happened yet. They obviously, Voldrin was made sovereign, but has he made the ceremony? Well, that's where the ceremony is. That's interesting. There's a chest here. Good to know. Heavy treat. That's gonna be useful. Alright, we're fine with SP with CP, so. There it is.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course.
The ceremony.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Oh. What's happening? Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
Or maybe that's her.
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power, I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Okay.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done.
Interesting.
With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead.
That's what you tried to do with Vol'jin, did you?
That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost. And Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana.
Okay, so she tried on the moment?
My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden. To buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted. And for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well.
Ah. So she's this...
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
So that's how Shion's got her thorns. Because it was passed down by generations.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Maybe both. Oh, wow.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby
But we even
silencing
got
her
new
thoughts.
weapons.
Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renaissance, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renaissance.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
Awesome. Wow, that's sick.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself. And
My God,
finally know
poor
what they were
Law.
like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm
Yes.
so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Awesome. Shion, the latest maiden. Increase my HG. Revitalize. Oh, you definitely need this so badly. We're still missing some. Alright, I don't know actually what to get. I can do. Increase critical damage, let's go. Why not? Well, I can't get anything for Dohalim, so. Sodalim Arthalis. Gon Arthalis. Lizilphia Archis. I think I pronounced those names right. Oh, yeah, baby. We haven't. Wow, that's actually awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Right, Alpha, you'll be next. But, oh, wow. Even the background changed as well. Wow, that's awesome. Even their icons changed as well. But sadly, I'm actually gonna have to change the uniform again. I feel like these, like a final moment armor. As much as I like. There we go. So yeah. I really like her maiden outfit. Actually, that makes her outfit a bit better. Actually, hold on. That's an awesome battle outfit. I feel like I said that. I feel like I should put that as a final bit. No. I'll find a moment to wear them. I'm gonna be changing more often, though. So there we go. World Unifier. So we're back. Oh, I love this. I love this background. To be honest, Alphen does look like a whole lot more like what was his name in Berseria? Doesn't he look like obviously having his voice and obviously seeing him, doesn't he not look like I forgot his name. Anyways,
sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
alright, so we have somewhere else to go by the looks of it. Which is over here. Alright, let's see where this leads. Forbidden Zone Depths. Oh, something's gonna happen.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
I don't think this is
Probably
the
be
end.
needing you to open this one for us.
Like how everything's set off, like, this is the moment. The final moment. I'll be like, nah, there's a lot going on here. I can feel it. Like, there's still, like, so many questions I don't think that this part is going to absolutely completely answer.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
And seeing that, or should we can fight the rest of those astral entities from the wedge as one of the one of the skill panels. I feel like this is gonna be a whole lot more. Ooh. To be honest, this place looks awesome.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Right. Moment of truth.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey look, over there.
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
What the?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman!
Are we
So
finding?
finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
It's because there's more than one. A what? She transformed. Excuse me, what?
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Red woman.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elsie. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Eat
This one's mine. Lightning to death.
Oh wow. A lot of voices is in. Damn. How many fight 3 at once? What the heck?
But I'll never back down. To be let free. Ignite. Dragon form. Dragon storm.
Illuminate the
Dragon
dark. Come forth.
Alright, but this fight ends here.
Now, Asuna!
Yeah, these two joins into the fray. Do they all share the same health? Oh, they do.
Anything in armor is all mine!
But not in your dreams.
Demon Fang. Ignite.
Right.
Feel. I'll be saving this one.
Demon Fang.
Oh, what?
Here, beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee.
The earth throbs in pain.
By the power of flame. Too much to handle.
Dragon form.
Flame.
Anything in armor is all mine! Armor won't save you! In a vine!
Glacial field. Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer. Here's another.
Uh-oh.
Far enough. Here goes. Healing circle. Thanks. Just what I needed. This one's mine. Thanks. Just what I needed. In here.
Mail storm.
Magic is them. Maelstrom. Too much to handle. Hurricane strike. Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon not in your dreams.
Destruction.
Here, let me help. This way, darkness.
Burn.
Water. Hear my call. Spread.
Now or never!
Flame of fury. Burning. Here, let me help. First aid.
Double demon fang.
Yo!
A chain between heaven and earth. Rise and shine. Shield and faith. A chain between heaven and earth.
Slash! I'll smash you! Take this!
Double demon fang.
Burn by me!
More where that came from. Hurricane foot. All disasters made one. Bar ready. Tiger blade.
Gotta be very careful here.
Not today. Just like spin. I never miss. Vanquish darkness. Here I come. Will this help? See what I can do. Inferno can't get out of this. Destruction. Healing circle. All disasters made one. You picked the wrong fight. Annihilation. Shield ready to go. Strike. Team green parameter. Blah blah blah. Blood is poison. Double demon. Annihilation. Vanish without a trace. Let me go. Try harder. Vanquish darkness. Explosion. Hear me. Flame of this one. Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee.
Come, shooting star.
No further. I'll smash you. Here I come. Devastation. Hit. All disasters made one. Come forth and heal us with purity. First aid. Nail stroke. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Did I die?
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What? It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
Yeah, I was just saying, it's like Sovereign can only be Danan, so that means Volron is a
There's a
Danan.
Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one? Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Same thing happened.
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Outfit!
She on? You better know how to double jump and dash. Double jump and dash. She's gonna make it.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Well,
Are you two okay?
well, goodbye, goodbye, Voldrin.
Fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
No.
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Exactly.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
Yep.
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best
All
shot.
right.
Then
The
we're
moment,
agreed.
the moment of
Let's head back to the
truth.
starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renan's or Danon's.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
Right, red woman.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Doherty, you ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Alright. So, can we teleport? No, we cannot. Alright. Guess we're forcefully have to walk our way back. Unless it's a shortcut. I'm not sure if it was a shortcut or not. Time to head back. So now we're going to Rena. I was thinking that we would go there. I mean, there are 3 planets. Well, 2 planets. One it seems like an... I don't know what... Renan technology. So, for me, it was kind of like, okay, you can't put me all this. I'm not able to explore and try to, you know, gaslight me that you're going to end the game here. So, we'll obviously go to Rena 1 point. So there we go. So let's see what happens now, because it seems that Faria maybe Renan's going up against us. No enemies. Or there are. I guess we're forced to fight.
Let's dispose of the trash. You down? Here's a healing arc. First aid. Another showdown. Blade and stick. Sleep now.
You made me angry.
Far beyond the bad idea. I call it ready. Now for the kill.
The earth throbs in pain. Can't get out of this.
Fire support! Far enough! Do it! Do Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
Here's another hurricane.
Attack time.
There we go.
Scoot back. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
One last one. More where that came from. Vanquish darkness.
You're mine. Storm.
Divine strength.
Burn. Indian discharge. Down. You're all. Damn it, Betty.
God damn it.
Raging storm. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Heaven and earth. This one's mine. A wailing.
You picked the wrong fight.
Here. Vanquish darkness. First aid. Ready to go.
Damn it.
Mega ray.
Take this.
Flaming meteor. Neon. Astral energy. Full throttle. Here's a healing arc. What aid? Bullseye. Raging storm. Ice rhythm.
I'm just getting started. Armor won't do it.
Annihilation. Here's another.
There's always room for improvement.
We head back. We obviously have to have our items. Use that. Use that. We can ignore the mantis though. Okay, fine. We're fighting for XP.
See what happened there as you crossed. I'm only getting started. No further. Time to shine. A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. I'll crush you.
I didn't even know you actually have the over limit.
Tenebrous claw. Will this help? A chain between heaven and earth.
You can do it, Law.
You get the death.
Take that! I can carve through armor! Lightning strike!
Feel. Shooting star!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! This one's mine!
I hate when they block my attack. When they use mystic arts. So we save up Divine Saber so we can use up.
Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a tank with darkness! Lightning! By the power of flame! Finish without a lightning strike!
Can't get out of this!
Time to shine! Explosion! Bam! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Water! Demon flow! Blood! Sleep now! Shattering the pieces! Hear my call! Lightning spread! All disasters made one! Come forth and use the fury! Real strong! I can do this all day!
Make it rain! Jubilee! All yours, Kisara!
There we go. I'm just making a super duper laser right now. Yay! Power proficiency. Max HG, let's go! I was waiting for this. Maximum burst. Heaves up the ground and breaks it with a lion's howl. Stronger if activated while guarding. Ooh. Do that. Do that. Let's see. You can do that. You can do that. Not yet.
I'm in good form. I'll crush any enemy with my mace.
Awesome! We've got an avatar of destruction here.
Truly.
I'll do my best.
Yours to be let free.
Inferno
Take
Buffet!
this! I'm on it!
These ones can run rings around us. Sleep now. I'm also
I'll finish you here and now!
Damn it.
The ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Can't get out of this!
far beyond the darkest sky.
You made me angry.
Save you!
That was a bad idea.
Lightning!
Far enough! Eat this!
Thanks, shooting! Too much flame and fury! Burning strike! Hear my call! Go get bread! Blaze of fear! Here's evil!
Eat dirt!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Inferno punch!
Here, let me help! In here!
I'll finish you here and now! You picked the wrong fight!
Far beyond the darkest...
Super
Are these two?
Here's a hero! Now we're not Surfing Knuckle! Tiger Blade! No further! Radiant Pierce! Inferno! Too much to handle! Make it ready! Get toasty! Burn Strike! Luna Here's enough! I can carve through armor! Here's enough! On guard! Do it! Get toasty! Burn Strike!
That burn strike.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
But off we go. What?
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happens, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegus right now?
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Are you pulling Dohalim in his...
The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow remnants of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elderman and Sia.
Look up there, it's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. but I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Alright. Nice one, Dohalim. Thank you for giving me more side quests.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been.
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegus, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegus till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegus who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
Huh.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Right, Renan leader. And there we have it. Dohalim. Ground Dasher. Ooh. This new Astro art.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
Of course. But I feel that the weight that was on Dohalim is now finally out of his way. I was quite happy. I'm quite happy for him. Speaking of which. Let's talk with everybody.
If his lordship assures us there's nothing to worry about, that's good enough for me.
Well, if people now are at ease, then so be it. I've seen a lot of my old age, in my old age, but even if I would never imagine that it'd be a lord who would end up saving the day for Lenegis.
It's going to take time before the residential quarters are repaired, but at least for now, the city's calm again.
Still, glad to see him taking charge instead of the sovereign. Perhaps he's the winner of the crown contest this time around.
So, that's all it was. What a relief to know.
That Lord Dohalim, what a splendid fellow he is.
I met him once as a kid. He was a completely different person back then.
I'm still shaken up by this bitch. My head was back together now of the order that the lords and sovereigns are supposed to stand for.
Well, seems that some of the Renans here have their own strong opinions.
Oh Lord Dohalim.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
You really are under the ranch thing.
Oh, we better keep it up. We better keep it up. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Get everything settled. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
I think he did. I can tell you for sure that he did. And you did it specifically.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Leaving the nest.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Well said. Off we go. Wait, can we go straight? No, for crying out loud. There's been a lot of damage, but now the power's back. I'm hopeful that things are going to be okay.
His Excellency Lord Dohalim urged us all to work together. We should think about what we can do to help the city.
Oh. Seems the people here have their own way of forging their own path as well. Just like that, Lord Dohalim managed to completely dispel people's fears. That's what makes him a lord. Yeah, nobody will think twice about trying to pull anything funny now.
It's so wonderful. It would be nice if His Excellency remained so that he could continue to lead and guide us.
Sadly, he has other matters to attend to. Oh, I was like, what was that? Alright. Let's see what happens. Same as I can't go fast traveling, so I have to force myself actually going. I'm glad to see Lord Dohalim has restored peace and order to Lenegis. I expected nothing less from one of our very own lords. I guess we had nothing to be worried about after all. It just swung down here.
Fire! What did Lord Dohalim mean by when he said solidarity in his speech?
To be honest, I'm not all certain as to what he meant either. But I believe it was his way of telling us to look past our class differences and work together to rebuild the city.
Class differences? You mean forgetting about people's castes and families' lineages?
That's right, son. That's the wisdom of a lord for you. We would all do well to reflect on it.
Some people are recognizing his message.
It's astonishing how quickly His Excellency Lord Dohalim was able to restore calm simply by showing solidarity with people during a major crisis.
He's the lord who comes from House Shilkarish, yes? I must admit, some of the things he said were pretty radical. Maybe, but he also looked dignified and full of confidence. He's what every Renan should aspire to be, if you ask me. Woman with strong astral energy.
Didn't you hear what Lord Dohalim said? Stop fighting this instant!
Forgive me. It, wasn't my intention to go against His Excellency wishes. Sir, are you alright? You're not hurt anywhere, are you? You be talking to me. I come from the lower castes, you know. Nonsense. It's just as His Excellency said so brilliantly. This city is in a crisis. We all must put aside our differences and help one another. These guys won't still let us go there.
I feel not bad after hearing Lord Dohalim talk for everyone.
Wow, so Lord Dohalim has a popularity now, then, I guess.
I'm so glad to see things are slowly turning back to normal.
Me too. It's a good thing that Lord Dohalim took charge when he did. Something concerns me. How could the Sovereign be indisposed, as he put it? And what was he doing here in Lenegis instead of Dana? Most likely he came here at the bestest of the Sovereign to help put an end to the situation.
That must be it. Otherwise, we'd have to have some sort of explanation why he left his post.
People are questioning, some of them not.
This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Kynaris. I must ask you to depart at once.
Well, House of Kynaris?
Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almedria? If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully. Oh no.
I thought you had something else to say. You want to know which lord I support? Why? Are you out canvassing for someone? I'm curious to learn more. I wish His Excellency. Wolsey Tidilis. You probably know. Oh, we already had this conversation. It seems like the Sugos are under control again, thankfully. I have no idea what caused them to go berserk, but everything should be resolved soon. Alright, he's done. Who would have ever thought our acting lord would step in and fix the problem? It's really safe for him to be away from his realm.
It's unusual, to be sure, but Lord Dohalim explained the situation well. I, for one, am grateful he was there to help us.
Lord Dohalim was amazing. Everyone was so scared, but he calmed everyone down in a flash.
I never seen Lord Dohalim until today. He looked so noble.
He sure did. There's a reason why everyone admires our lords and wants to grow up just to be just like them. That's one way to assure them.
It seems like less and less injured are coming in. I can focus on treating those that need it now.
I was surprised to hear the city's core reactor was behind all the trouble. The situation seems to be under control now. Oh. We're more than done here. Chorana!
Thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegus.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renaissance. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What?
Oh, wow. They're gonna forcefully take us there? We're teleported. What happened?
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Yeah.
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
What's going on? Wait, what? What is that? So Rena was never a planet?
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegus is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegus are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
A flower of oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
There must be a solution.
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down. You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
What's going on now? Another ship? Oh. Wait, what?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Interesting. I wonder. This place doesn't seem hostile if that's the case. Alright. So what's the deal here? Starship Felnate is in no condition to take off. It doesn't pop up because not yet. No quest so far. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end the episode right there. I think it's a good moment to end off for now. And wow, we learned so much. And yet we still have even more questions now. Seems that bit by bit the mystery grows even larger. Even though we're learning so much truth from it. But obviously on the next episode, we're most likely going to be discovering on who actually brought us to this place. And what's their plan. And are we able to investigate more on Rena? Who knows? We'll definitely will discover that onto the next episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys onto the next episode. But until then, peace out.